Hey guys, James here with UFSU University coming at you with another deck profile. This time under Nightmare. This is brought to you by Mark Kowalski. He said he wanted Nightmare. He wanted to see a Nightmare deck, and then most recently David Young on YouTube has mentioned it a couple times. So we're gonna do Nightmare today. 629. He has Chaos, Evil, Fire. We're playing our deck under Fire today. His ability is static. Your face-up attacks with the printed damage exactly double their printed speed get +2 damage. So things like this takedown with 2 and then 2 speed and 4 damage. Since the 4 is exactly double the speed, it gets an extra 2 damage. Then R, once per turn, after your blocked attack resolves, you get to add it back to your hand. And then E, if your attack is blocked, your opponent discards the top 3 cards of the deck and then loses 1 vitality for each attack discarded this way. So he gets to do a lot of cool things. He has a big butt, so he has 29 health. Just gets to face tank some things, and he sort of functions like a mill burn deck. So let's show you what I put in the deck. So I went with 4 takedown. I showed you this already, but 4 takedowns, a Desperation 3 Fury Kick, 2 low for 4, 2 6 with Nightmare's ability. But its ability is if this attack is not blocked, you're going to search through the top cards of your deck. You're just going to discard the top cards till you hit an attack and add that to your hand. So you play this, and if they choose not to block, you're going to search for another attack from your deck. But if they do block, you burn them, and then you try to burn them and pick it back up with Nightmare. So like, you get to either play this twice or search for a new attack and play it once. So I think it's really good. Then I'm playing 4 Missile Launcher. Not Missile Launcher, Homing Missiles. It's a 4 diff, only has ranged. First E, you destroy one of your opponent's foundations. They can pay 3 to negate that, which is pretty simple. You either destroy something you don't like, or they pay the 3. And then if they don't block, they just take 4. And if they do, you'll burn them some more and pick this back up to try it again. So like, you maybe get to burn them twice, which is pretty nice. Next, we'll get into Missile Launcher. Stun 2, EX2, Powerful 4. It's a 3 for 6 or 3 for 8 with Nightmare. It's just Missile Launcher, and getting to pick Missile Launcher back up if they block it is just really good. That's really what it is. Same thing with Coffee Samba. It's Desperation 2, 4 for 5. Doesn't get anything off a Nightmare. But you draw 2 cards and then your opponent draws 2 cards. So that's pretty nice. And then you give a Stun X. And then you stun their board. And then if your opponent decides to block it, you just pick it back up, play it again, and draw 2 more cards. It's like you fill out your hand size, and then if they block it, you just net more advantage, which is really nice. Then we're playing 3 from Hell. It's Charge, Desperation 4, EX3 Fury, 3 for 6, 3 for 8 with Nightmare. E, if this attack is not blocked, you destroy one of their foundations, and they lose vitality equal to the control of that card. So if they don't block it, you're going to deal a buttload of damage. And if they don't block it, you're going to deal a buttload of damage. And if they do block it, you're going to pick it back up, and you're going to burn them with Nightmare. So like, it's pretty good. Also has a 2 high block, which is really nice. Then we'll get into actions and assets. We're playing 4 I Grant You Death. It's a Nightmare deck. I really wanted to play this card. It basically says, after your opponent plays a responsibility on something like Revoke, out of your league, stuff like that, you just go, I'll pay 2 to burn you for 4. It's like the idea is just to get your opponent to death by burning them. Just poke, 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 poke. 2 Soul Edge. If they block, you mill 10 and they burn for every attack. It's pretty nice, and it mills your opponent, which is nuts. Then we're playing 4 No Surprises. This just mills a card off our opponent's decks. Has a 6 check, so we pass things. It's a spam. It's pretty neat. Same thing with this one. It burns them if they make us commit it. If we discard it, we burn them. If we can discard a card to ready itself. And it does 3 high block. It's a spam with a 6. It's pretty neat. Because we don't want to get banged when we're trying to attack, we're playing 3 Goro's Victory Pose. Just cancel actions for the turn and has a low block. We're playing 3 Police Connections to protect our foundations. We're playing low block that moves, build easier on our turn. Cool stuff, you know, folktale. To continue with the burning ability of our character and everything we're playing 4 Blood for Blood. It just pay 2, burn your opponent for 2 if they block. If they don't block, cool. If they do block, you pick it back up. 4 Overly Dramatic to cancel our opponent from trying to stop us. Pick up attacks to deadlock, or to cancel some of our stuff our opponent does. We face tank because we have 29 health. So getting to flip problem cards with Commander of the Outworld's Army is pretty nice. 3 Evil Imposter to turn off everything on attack cards besides keywords. So they get to keep like Gauge, Powerful, all those keywords, but we get rid of the abilities, which is pretty nice. I've been using it on versus like combo characters because it gets rid of the abilities of the combo. And then 3 Dark Side Karma, it's on board revoke, which is really nice. Thanks again for checking out the video, guys. Remember, shoutouts to Mark Kowalski and David Young for both suggesting they wanted to see a Nightmare deck profile. I had a lot of fun playtesting this deck. It really has some odd matchups because a lot of people don't want to block it, and then sometimes you win. And then a lot of people just don't block it, and then sometimes you lose. It also doesn't help Scorpion face tanks and destroys you, so that happens. If you guys want to see some deck profiles of your own that you want me to do, like I think I think Thursday's supposed to be an Aswell deck. I'm going to try and get on that. I'm having a real tough time. It's really rough after it loses Survey and all that, so like I'll see what I can do with it. That's one's going to be brought to you by JT. Yeah. Shout out to him. If you guys want to check out more of our content, go to the YouTubes. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you want to support us, go to patreon.com/UFSU University. We have a TCG player if you want to buy some stuff. I know these Dark Side Karmas are on there. If you're looking for those, I think the Soul Edge and the I Grant You Deaths are also on there. We have a bunch of other Soul Calibur stuff. Just a bunch of cool stuff for if you guys are looking for it. And as always, guys, stay alert.